It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Governors Wike Uzodinma behind illegal detention of Southeasterners by Nigerian military for 10 months. Ipob. The Ipob said that the two governors were complicit in the inhumane treatment meted out to detained youth. Pro-Biafra separatist group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, has accused Nyesom Wike and Hope Uzodinma of governors of Rivers State and Imo State respectively of allegedly killing Igbo youth in their states to negotiate political irrelevance. Ipob stated this in its reaction to recent discovery by Inter-Society that no fewer than 95 persons abducted by Nigerian soldiers are locked up in Kaduna prisons. In its reactions, Ipob said that two governors were complicit in inhumane treatment meted out to the detained youth. The group spokesperson, Emma Powerful, said this in a statement made available to Sahara reporters on Saturday. The Ipob statement partly read, "We gather that some of those abducted from Obidigbo in Rivers last year, as well as some of the Biafrans being abducted in Imo State, are also in various secret detention in Kaduna prisons and other secret security cells in Kaduna and Abuja." More on terrorism and banditry, because these are actually challenging issues. That was the main reason why we in the National Assembly, both the House and Senate, have passed a resolution urging the President to also designate bandits as terrorists so that it can be able to tackle the challenge headlong. We know that at the moment there are technical challenges with using our equipment because of certain conditions. At least we heard that the President to please help sign this, because right now the activities of bandits are getting even more worse and sophisticated, more than even what is happening in the Northeast. A prominent member of the Islamic West African province known as ISWAP, he said the fact again is that the armed forces, the land forces, have done an excellent job, because in the span of 1 month we have been able to take out the leadership of the Islamic State of West African province ISWAP, that is Abu Musab al-Banawi. 2 days ago, the man who succeeded him, one Malam Bako, one of the prominent leaders of the Shura Council of the Islamic State of West African province, was also taken out. They also contending with leadership crisis. All these things are also accompanied with inherent issues of trust, conflict, mutual suspicion, and other things. So, the operations being conducted by the armed forces in the northern part of the country put a lot of pressure on the Islamic State of West African province and Boko Haram, and also tangential group known as Islamic State in the Greatest Sahara. On the forthcoming November 6 Anambra governorship election, the NSA said the President enjoined the security agencies to stamp their feet of authority and ensure the process of election. Monguno said the President was reacting to the heightened security challenges in Anambra orchestrated by the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob. The President had directed that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the election from taking place successfully. The people have a right to vote and select their leader. No group or individual will be allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos, leading to murderous activities. The President had made it very clear that the armed forces and all law enforcement agencies must make sure that the election takes place, even if it means overwhelming the entire environment with the presence of security personnel, he said. Buhari had earlier on October 20 hosted the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who was on a 2-day official visit to Nigeria, where the Turkish leader who expressed satisfaction with the level of bilateral relations between Turkey and Nigeria under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari reviewed that Turkey trade volume would be expanded by $5 billion immediately so as to further boost socio-economic ties between the two countries. Erdogan, who spoke through an interpreter, expressed hope that the relations between the two nations would be further developed on the basis of a win-win situation and in the basis of mutual respect. The Turkish leader also expressed the readiness of his country to partner with the Nigerian government in tackling its security challenges, where Buhari had on October 19th sent a stern warning to bandits, saying that the clock of their ultimate distraction is ticking, as they will no longer have a place to hide. In a statement in Abuja on Monday, Malam Garba Shehu, the president's spokesman, said that Buhari was reacting to the killing of 30 people in Goronyo in Sokoto State on Sunday by bandits. According to the president, the days of the bandits are indeed numbered because the military capabilities of the armed forces are being boosted by the acquisition and deployment of advanced equipment. The bandits are living in fool's paradise of invisibility, but reality will soon dawn on them harder than ever before. The bandits are currently under desperate pressures because of the intense and sustained air and ground operations against them in their hideouts by our security forces. The cowardly attacks on innocent people by the bandits show a rearguard action of criminals under pressure. But they will have no place to hide, and our security forces will not relent in the current offensive to defeat these callous enemies of humanity, the president emphasized. Former head of state, retired General Yakubu Gowon, had also, on October 19, 2021, called on President Muhammadu Buhari to wish him and other Muslim faithful a happy Eid Maulud celebration. The celebration, which is marked to mark the birthday of Holy Prophet Muhammad. Also, on October 19, the Nigerian leader offered his deepest condolences to President Joe Biden, the government and people of the United States on the passing of the former Secretary of the State, General Colin Powell. President Muhammadu Buhari believed that as the first African-American chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, the highest military position in the U.S. Department of Defense, as well as first African-American Secretary of State, Powell was a great statesman and a global icon in every sense of it. He observed that the deceased was also a great advocate of eradication of polio and in addressing the deadly spread of HIV/AIDS pandemic in Africa. However, on October 19th, the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, attended an event to mark 6 years of Future Assured Program, an initiative of Aisha Buhari Foundation. He also noted that the intervention programs of Buhari-led administration since 2015 to date are designed and implemented to improve the health, education, and socio-economic conditions of Nigerian people, especially women and children and youth. He also said that the very future of Nigeria and our communities depend on how well we address the many concerns of women and children in our communities, especially the focal areas of health, education, and economic empowerment. Thanks for listening.